We gotta get ready to film, babe. You wanna come outside, honey? Come on. Okay, well, let's pick you up then. Alright, yeah, that works. Boots, you're like blocking it. Honey, you can't sit there. You gotta come back here. Okay, there we go. See, that's better. If you just stay here. Oh, sorry. We gotta tell the viewers all about you. Hi guys, what is up? It's Sophie here. So welcome back to my channel. So this is a different video. Like, I've never really done something like this before, but I saw you and I was like, yo, let's talk about you and your history. And yeah, also I feel like I've never done a video about my animals, and my animals are a big part of my life, and I feel like it would be nice for you guys to maybe just like get to know them a bit more, especially this one because he has quite a history. I mean, all of my cats do, but I feel like this one especially, I don't know, it's weird. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Boots, his story, and yeah, because I know a lot of people like to watch these videos, and I genuinely thought it would be a good idea. So let's get started. So Boots is a stray. We found him on the streets. When we found him, he was very rough. He was very skinny. He had this really big sore on the side of his eye that I will soon get into later on in the video. He had like patches of fur missing, but overall still a very like gorgeous and well-natured cat, and very, very sweet, so kind. Anyway, so moving on, I remember seeing him. We were on a walk with my family. You're okay, it was just a sneeze. Basically, we were on a walk and I just saw him sitting there, but I didn't really think much of it at the time. I was just like, there's a cat. I wasn't gonna say anything, but then I saw how like rough he looked, and he looked like he was homeless for a while. And also my sister and I were saying that we wanted another cat. So I don't know, I feel like it was just not luck that we found him, but like kind of like a miracle. You're okay? Is it because you're in the sun, honey? So I just yelled out, oh look, there's a cat, and then my sister looked over and then walked over, and he came over to us, and then we picked him up. At this point my dad was like, nah, we're not getting another cat. Like, he didn't want another cat, but my sister and I are such cat people and just animal people in general that we couldn't have just left him there, so we took him home with us. So we had other cats, and because cats don't usually, well, some cats might get along with other cats like that very quickly, but because our cats, well, one of our cats don't really get along with them, or just with any cat in general that quickly, we had to put him in a separate room, which a lot of you know I have a studio. Well, it's just like a spare room. My brother moved out a while ago, so we put him in there and he stayed with us overnight. So at this point he had fleas, didn't you, baby? He was infested with fleas, like it was horrible. But yeah, we didn't really think much of it then, because the first night that we found him, I slept in my sister's room, and when we woke up there were like fleas in the bed on me. It was so gross. We treated him with some flea stuff that you put on cats to get rid of him, and that was good. We put his photo on the Facebook community page. We thought that we might as well just see if he was someone's, if maybe he got lost and he ran away, or we weren't sure if someone actually neglected him. We weren't too sure what happened, but we know that he wasn't what do you call it, like chipped. Usually, if you guys don't know what that is, a chipped cat has their owner's information, so like person's name, phone number, where they live. I'm pretty sure, is that what it is? This baby here didn't have it, but he was desexed, so he was probably desexed when he was younger. So he was desexed, but he wasn't microchipped, so I thought that was odd. Yeah, so anyway, there were a few people that messaged us about him asking like, if you don't want this cat, like we'll be more than happy to take it. And I got like, I was in defensive mode. I was like in mum mode. I was like, no. We put this cat up on the community page to see if anyone like had lost their cat, or you know, he's been missing for a while. And there were a few people that actually did say, is it possible that this is my cat? And they would send a photo of their cat that went missing, but in the end it wasn't their cat, which was good because I wanted another cat anyway, and so did my sister. Yeah, so the next day we had him, we took him to the vet, and he had this thing on his head. I'm just going to explain now that it was a rare form of cancer, and I think he had it in a few other spots up near his eyelid, and then it went in his ear. There was some on his nose and on the other side here. And this vet, that our local vet that we went to, literally all they did was give us this eye cream, and potentially it would make it go away, but it didn't. It just made it more infected and made it 10 times worse, and we're like, this literally isn't doing anything. And the fact that a vet wasn't able to tell us that that was cancerous or look into it more, I personally think is so wrong, because they're there to help animals, and the fact that they couldn't do that, I just thought it was very disgraceful. Grim, I'm trying to film a video. Yeah, so we ended up taking him to our other vet that we usually go to. I don't know why we just didn't take him there in the first place. I think it was because the other vet was closer, but we should have just taken you to the one we normally go to. Anyways, so they ended up taking a little bit of the wound out, and then they told us that it was a rare form of cancer. And at that point we were really scared because it was close to his eye, so we were scared that it would get to a point where they would have to do a surgery and take his eye out. Thankfully enough, it didn't come to that. A few other vet visits went by and they ended up doing a biopsy. Basically, a biopsy is where they remove as much of the wound as possible, and that could have gotten rid of the cancer, but it didn't get rid of all of it because there was so much there and it was there for so long. It was just so far into his skin that, you know, we needed to take that extra step further and spend a lot of money on this chunky monkey. So we ended up doing a laser treatment. It's basically where they like shaved where they were going to laser the wound, and it basically just gets the rest of the cancer out, and they tried to get as much out as possible. And I don't know if you can see, but it like goes way like so far into his ear, and then, as I was saying, on this side, and then they took some off his nose, and I wasn't expecting them to take any off this side and that side, but I guess that's just where it was. So he got that done, and ever since then he's just been healing so great. The only thing that is a bit of a worry is that his eyelid is lifted here, so it's kind of like exposed to the world. So that's something we have to look at and be careful of. He's also an inside cat, and there's a reason for that. We are afraid he will run away. Funny story actually, my mum left the door open for a second and he just bolted out, and my sister and I were asleep at this point. My sister was sleeping in my room. She comes running in yelling, "Boots got out, Boots got out," and because Boots is our cat, obviously she was probably a bit more like, crap, like Boots got out, like I'm sorry. And then we went out, and then it was really funny because they were trying to get Boots and everything, but Boots just kept walking away. And then I was like, Lord Jesus, I pray that Boots just comes to me, and when I walk out and crouch down, he just comes walking over to me. I'm like, hallelujah. I feel like that's just like the overall story of Boots. He's become a really important family member. He's been such a gift to us. Oh, I missed something out. Okay, originally we thought he was a girl because he was so sweet and gentle, and I know like boy cats can be like that, but I don't know, it just seemed a bit weird that Boots was, I don't know, we just thought Boots was a girl. Also, the vet that we went to that just gave Boots the eye cream said that Boots was a girl. So a vet told us he was a girl, we thought he was a girl. His identity was a girl for a short amount of time. Anyways, when we took him to the other vet, they basically just said, also, you know he's a boy, right? And we're like, sorry, what? No, we did not know that. Oh, are you getting comfy? Yeah, they're like, no, he's a boy. And I was like, the vet told us that he was a girl, but I am trusting you guys. And it makes sense that he's a boy because his paws are very like huge. He's got like a male's body, but like a girl's personality. I don't know how to explain it. It's weird, but he's so fluffy. Also, I came up with the name Boots, inspired by Puss in Boots. Georgia thinks it was her, but let's just leave it as it was both of us. Yeah, so that's the story of Boots. If you guys would like more stories like this, comment down below. It's something new. I thought I would just bring it to my channel. I don't know, was it interesting? Let's see how it does, hey? Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications down below so that you're notified whenever I post. Did you enjoy this video, Boots? I'll take that as a yes. You didn't have to do anything. Sorry, I'm just gonna like wrap this up. Also guys, I have membership for my channel, so to find out more about that, hit the join button down below. Also, all of my social media platforms will be linked down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you. Why are you looking at me like that, hon? Oh, big yawns. Okay guys, I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to stay beautiful, everybody. Mwah!